And there it is, the orange cranberry loaf from the Jolly Holiday Bakery during the 2025 holiday season at the Disneyland Resort. Let's dig in. Hello and welcome back to Spread Some Magic 1928. We are wrapping up the holiday season and today I have the orange cranberry loaf. This delicious treat was found at the Jolly Holiday Bakery during the 2025 holiday season at the Disneyland Resort. It is a cranberry and orange bread loaf topped with a cream cheese glaze, a dried cranberries, also known as craisins, and a drizzle of white chocolate. So let's get to it. The reviews on the recipe I found said soak your cranberries in the orange juice and it can make a world of difference in your bread. So these have been soaking for about 15 minutes. I measured the orange juice, 3/4 cup orange juice, 1.5 cups cranberry, in about 15 minutes. Also, you want to prepare a 9x5 loaf pan if you want to make mini loaves. I have this 4-pan loaf. These are great for gifting with either butter and flour or with the cooking spray that says it has flour. And preheat your oven to 350 degrees. To a medium bowl, we're going to do our dry goods. We want 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoons baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, and a pinch of salt. Stir this together, and then you're gonna add zest from an orange. It said about a tablespoon of zest. I believe that's a full orange. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this full orange here. While I zest the orange, I'm gonna strain the cranberries because they also go in this flour mixture. I'm gonna mix the zest around because I did soak the cranberries, so they are a little damp. And also cranberries, when you toss them in flour, that helps them to not totally sink in the bread, hopefully. And we're gonna toss those cranberries in there and mix everything up and set aside. To a large bowl, you wanna add 1/4 cup softened butter with 1 cup of granulated sugar. Add in 1 large egg and then beat until smooth. Once your mixture is smooth, you wanna add in that orange juice and then stir to combine. Once no lumps remain, we're gonna add the dry ingredients. I'm gonna do it in 2 batches and stir gently. Once it is just combined, you want to evenly distribute. Once you have moved your dough into your prepared pan, it's time to bake. If you're doing 1 loaf, it says about an hour. Keep an eye on it. All ovens cook different. A few moist crumbs if you test it with a toothpick or a cake tester. Since I'm doing these mini ones, and I did 5 instead of just the 4, I will probably start checking around 35-40 minutes for these. So we'll see you in a bit. Our bread is ready. Took about 30 minutes because I made a 5th mini loaf. Usually it is about 40 to 45 minutes for this 4-loaf pan. You're supposed to let it cool for about 10 minutes in the pan and then turn them out, and we're gonna cool completely. So I will be back and we will go over the cream cheese glaze. Okay, our loaves have cooled, so I'm gonna move them to this piece of parchment to catch any drips that we may have. I did keep one in this cute little Christmassy holiday bread pan. So now we are gonna make the cream cheese glaze. And then you're supposed to top it with craisins. I know I had some, I don't know where they went. So ours are not gonna have craisins on top, but that's okay. So to a bowl, you want 2 ounces of softened cream cheese and 2 tablespoons of softened butter. You can mix it up now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, and then 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now we're gonna mix, mix, mix. When you look at it on Disney, they're very rectangular. So I don't know if they're using a guide, like a stencil, but it's extremely uniform rectangular. It's weird, or maybe, I don't know, maybe they do it in a container like this and then pop the loaf out. So once you have these covered in your glaze, you want to make your chocolate drizzle. I'm just going to melt a few of these white chocolate melting wafers from Ghirardelli and use my spoon. The looks of it is they actually used a piping bag. This is easier. All right, once your white chocolate is melty, you're just gonna make a mess, probably. Seems to be all I'm doing. Is try to, there we go, get it to go across your loaves, like such. And there it is, the orange cranberry loaf from the Jolly Holiday Bakery during the 2025 holiday season at the Disneyland Resort. let's dig in. You get the cranberry in there. Our glaze still hasn't set, but that's okay. This looks delicious. Cheers. There's an orange brightness, tartness with the cranberry. This is really good. Orange and cranberry is a common combination during the holidays. It's not one I grew up with. So to me, this would be something I could do year round. I've done like an orange craisin crusty bread before. But this is actually really, really tasty. This is delicious. It's bright and it's light and the glaze adds the sweetness. So if you want it less sweet, you just leave the glaze and the chocolate off, but this is super tasty. I highly recommend it, and making it as one big loaf, you could even turn it into like French toast in the morning or a French toast casserole. That would be fantastic. This was a win. Even craisins on top would add just a little texture difference and be perfect. It is what it is. This is great. Give it a try. Anyhow, thanks for joining me today. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and spread some magic wherever you are. Until next time.